on behalf of Guinness World Records,
I can confirm that this attempt has been.
Bonjour! So today we are climbing Mont Valérien, not for a hike, but to see Paris's Guinness Book of World Records for the longest baguette. So it's probably the largest baguette in the whole world. But yeah, exciting. I didn't know I needed to hike for this though. Never been to any sort of Guinness World Record, so it's a first timer. But it's interesting that it had to be in Suresnes, the west side, the outskirts of Paris, and that there's quite a lot of people, honestly. Wow, we're at my first Guinness Book of World Records for the longest baguette. You can see that one of the big sponsors is Nutella, so there's like a lot of Nutella stands, and then I bet you can just put the Nutella on the baguette. The ateliers over there are to teach children like how to make baguettes, how to make flour, and I think it's really cool to educate kids in this way. And on the other side, you can see, well, can we see her? There, right there is the Eiffel Tower. So what I was saying, that not all the best views are from Montmartre, but they're also from the west of Paris. So the baguette is gonna be all along here. Crazy. So he's explaining that people have been here since 3 a.m. in the morning preparing this, and that there's like a lot of people coming here to check that there's no fissure. Fissure is like when the baguette is broken, to make sure that it's really intact together. So as you can see here, they're actually making the baguettes all along, and it's gonna go all the way down there. Excusez-moi, monsieur, ça prend combien de temps à cuire chaque fois?
C'est à peu près 20 minutes en fait, entre
20
le moment où
minutes.
ça rentre dans le tunnel et le moment où ça sort là-bas.
Ah ouais.
Ouais.
they're actually making the baguette. We're at about 75 meters squared, and they're trying to do it as fast as possible. And the boulanger chef just explained that for every part, it needs about 20 minutes to bake. So while they're baked, they're prepping, and then it's gonna go all the way to across the room. Excusez-moi, qu'est-ce qui se passe s'il y a une fissure? C'est... Ah, ça... Ok, et ça compte pas? Ah non.
C'est pour ça qu'il faut attention aux jointures pour pas qu'il y ait de panne un peu trop petites.
Okay.
Comme ça casse,
Sinon ça casse. So I just asked him what the record is, if it's an annual thing, and he was telling me that right now the record is from Italy, and so we really want to make the record become in France. So let's see today if the record is going to be France or Italy. For now, since 2019, it's been Italy, and so let's see if Paris and France can take it. Okay, so we bought some pastries, and it's super crazy because actually the area that we were in, all the footage is actually close to like radio and TV, but we had no idea. Honestly, the entrance was open, we entered, and then no one said anything until a woman asked me like, which channel are you working for? And I told her that this video is for YouTube, and she's like, oh, that entrance was open, but this area under the tent is not for the public. And I was like, okay. We're trying a pastry that I never tried before. It's called the cookie. It's a mix of like a cookie on the top, a pastry, and apparently Nutella inside. Never had one before, but let me try. Very good. Very sweet though.
Que moi je suis arrivé à Suresnes il y a 25 ans je crois. On était venu à l'hôpital Foch, mes enfants sont nés ici d'ailleurs, ceux de mon frère. Donc on a découvert Suresnes et puis on n'est jamais reparti. On fait quand même beaucoup de fêtes du pain en France.
We're just heading out because apparently it's going to end at 4 or 5 p.m. when they finish baking, and it's only like 11. It was interesting because the MC interviewed the mayor and the head of the bakers, and apparently this is the month of like bakeries and bread, and they were explaining why they did it in Suresnes. It has some of the best views, and that there are two symbols that represent France. There's the baguette, and there's also the Eiffel Tower. So what they're hoping to do is achieve this Guinness Book of World Records with the Paris view and the baguette. But apparently there was some stressful moments because it almost cracked at 35 meters. And so they have one of the head bakers that's there protecting that place. And so everyone apparently is under stress because they think it's ironic that Italy has the Guinness World Record for the longest baguette. They feel like it should be France. So let's see, let's wait and see. Let's come back later and see.
3 hours later.
We are back, except this time I brought a rain hat because it's raining. But there's way more people than when we first came here. But the MC is still here, so he's been here since 10 a.m. for like the whole day, 6 hours. Let's see if the baguette is almost finished. We're waiting for the baguettes. It's right there behind the post, and I wonder how long these people have been waiting for. So I saw a woman rushing out, and apparently she's saying that the woman of the Guinness book says that she's not respecting, that not the whole baguette is respecting the rules, which is, you have to have basic ingredients, and also you need 5 centimeters for the whole baguette, and apparently part of the baguette is not 5 centimeters.
On behalf of Guinness World Records, my name is Joanne. I am an adjudicator with Guinness World Records, which means it's my job to attend record attempts like this to measure and verify if they are successful. Of course, as you can imagine, the measurement of the baguette must be longer than the existing record to beat.
Rules that have to be followed here today that you've probably noticed me taking very close attention to. Those rules are as follows. Now, the ingredients. The ingredients must be traditional, including wheat flour, water, yeast, and salt. And the final item must be one continuous piece of bread. First of all, was the baguette a minimum of 5 centimeters in diameter for the full length? Yes, it was. But of course, the final measurement is taken by the length of the baguette, and with a great huge record to beat of 132.63 meters, I can confirm that this attempt has been successful.
I would like to congratulate you. Guinness World Records to be a part of this attempt. Longest baguette belongs back here in France. Congratulations.
C'est tout good, merci good. Bravo à tous, on a gagné la baguette. Yes!
Wow, so crazy. They just won the competition, and apparently it's the first Guinness of Serene. And Joanne, she's the head of Guinness of World Records. It's raining, but French people are happy. It's so crazy. She just announced that we won the Guinness Book World Records of France for the longest baguettes. And then the bakers were saying they were super stressed out. They almost passed out 40 times. And she said that she took a lot of measurements. So some of the measurements she took, so it really needed to be minimal ingredients. And also she said that she had to measure like not more than 5 centimeters in every spot, and she has to measure to make sure it doesn't go over. So she came to measure everything for like 1 hour, so actually super long. And after she measured, she also said that obviously the baguette had to be in one piece, couldn't have any like fissure, any breakages, so there were no breakages. And then she said in the very end, to be able to have the baguette in the Guinness Book World Records, we need to eat all of it. After so much emotion that we won the French baguette, they also said that she announced that part of the requirements is that everyone eats the whole baguette. So it's right here, we can see it. But will everyone be able to eat the whole baguette? We will, right? Because we want to eat the Nutella.
Merci. Oh, merci.
We got the baguette Nutella, even though it wasn't easy. So let's try it. Guinness Book of World Records baguette with Nutella, who's celebrating their 60 years. Have some all over. Super bonne, délicieuse. What a day. It was crazy to be here and crazy to know that they won, that France finally won. It's no longer Italy, but the French people are happy. Everyone seems to be in a good mood, and it's so great to have like free events like this à Paris in France. So merci beaucoup, à bientôt et bon appétit.
Fête de Dark Vador, de Star Wars et tout ça. Et donc hier, Dark Vador, il est venu ici, chez la Confédération des boulangers, hein, Dominique. Il est venu, il a pris 3 pains et 2 tartatins. Pain, 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 tartatin, tartatin. Pain, 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 tartatin, tartatin. Voilà.